Hello friends, my name is Anastasia and this is my knitting and crafting podcast. And this will be episode for April, where I will show you everything that I did for this month and something that I started and something project on needles and even finished projects. So I think it will be a long podcast, but quite interesting, I hope. So I'm glad to see you here and let's get started. This month I have finished two garments, one sweater, one accessories, one almost finished garments. But I want to start with you and to show something that I forgot to show you in my previous podcast. It's zipper sweater for my husband. I finished it February or March this year, and I completely forgot to show you these garments because it was already in my husband's wardrobe. Oh, okay, let's zip it. It looks like this. Of course, I will attach some photos and videos, of my husband wearing this garment. And this is not just regular zipper sweater by Petite Knit. It's like combination of two different patterns. First of all, of course, it's like main idea was taken from Petite Knit zipper jumper, zipper sweater, light. This is light version. But I don't really like raglan that Petite Knit like gives us. So in her pattern she has absolutely even decreasing during these raglan lines, and I don't like this. I like when you have like figure raglan line that like fitted more to human's body, when you have different parts of raglan line with different pace of increases. So another pattern that I used is Bibliophile 3. I will attach and left all links in the description down below, and you can find everything on my Ravelry page as well. So yeah, this is combination of two of this pattern. Yarn that I used, it's not suggestions from both of these patterns, because these garments I made of cone yarn. So it's Italian cone yarn. It's 100 Merino, and as well I left you all information about this yarn, and I think you can even try to find this, because I like purchased it here in US from website, Oregon website of cone yarn. So I think you can find this, maybe in different color, but still it's the same yarn. So I made it using 6 ply of this lace cone yarn on 4.0 millimeter needles. One time during this process I frocked almost everything, about half of garments I think, and I like the results. So I'm completely satisfied how does it look on my husband. The only one thing that I don't really like, and I'm still like not sure if I will be undoing it and reknit it, is this zipper. So you see that it has this wavy look. It was much worse before I washing this garment. So right after like I installed this zipper, it was very bad. Very, completely, absolutely bad. So zipper was sewn very unevenly and tiny, even raw, so I didn't like it, and I decided, okay, I will washing you and then we'll see. And it became much better, especially when it's like unzipped. in this case, this sweater looks perfect, but I'm still thinking of undoing it. And the problem is that I didn't make this using method that Petite Knit suggested to make. I did it much more complicated. So I picked up stitches along this edge on the front side, along this edge on the back side, and then I sewn it. In the same time binding off. So it was, believe me, it was really difficult and complicated way to sew this zipper. And now of course I don't want to do this right now, and it became much warmer outside, so my husband doesn't really need this garment in his wardrobe right now. So maybe this fall I will return and undo this zipper and create something, and we'll create another way how to install it. The other thing is zipper itself. So it's not very soft. So zipper is attached to this really thick and raw again and stiff fabric, this synthetic fabric, and it makes the process more complicated because knitted fabric absolutely different. It's very like live and draping, and this fabric on zipper absolutely different, and it's, for me, it really difficult to make it even and smooth. We'll see. Maybe I won't change anything. It depends as well on my husband's opinion. If he tell me that I like it and don't do anything with it, I won't. So yes, this is my first finished garment, but not this, but previous month. And the main finished garment of this month is my, I didn't create name for it, but I think I should, because I want to make some pattern on this. In Russian language, I named it condensed milk sweater, just because of the color. And after I finished it, again, I just remind you that I have my Russian-speaking YouTube channel as well about knitting and crafting, and a lot of like knitters asked me to make some small or full pattern on this garment, and now I'm thinking, okay, why not? I have never tried to construct and make patterns for different sizes for some big garments, shoulder garments, such as sweaters and t-shirts and etc. But why not? Why not? And if this idea work out, I will need English name as well, because I want to release English-speaking English pattern too. So I was thinking about this sweater, and now I like the name Home Alone sweater, because I think it's very classic jumper sweater in really gorgeous ribbing that creates some cozy and relaxed shape. And I see this sweater at home, at this holiday, walking out and spending time with family, watching some classic holiday movies. For some reason, something like this, maybe because of the color. And the next problem with this sweater, and again with pattern, is that I created this garment again using cone yarn. I will show you. This is my stash now, and this is Cashmere Merino blend. Really gorgeous yarn, absolutely. I tried to attach you some videos or photos as close as I can, because it has so beautiful fluff and it's so soft, it's incredibly soft. But it's almost impossible to find absolutely the same yarn, and I understand that not so many knitters ready to create something using cone yarn. They want not so difficult options. Of course, to make pattern, I need to repeat this garment and create another version using skein yarn, some typical, very popular, and something like this. To be honest, I already made a huge order on different types of yarn, just one skein, just to try and to find something that will be as much close to my version of jumper as it and sweater as it can be. I hope I will find something that I really liked, and I create another version, and you will want to repeat and make something like this for you, for yourself. Okay, let's back to this sweater. So I created it myself. It has very interesting construction. So I started with this part of the garment, this long, narrow fabric, and then picked up stitches along one of the edge of this fabric and started to work out short rows. And then I attached these parts of my long narrow fabric and joined everything in one piece. It was my back panel, and then just knitted back and forth. And then I made increases for this armpit and left it for rest. And then I picked up stitches again from this part of my long narrow fabric for one shoulder, for another shoulder, make increases for a neckline, and then again worked back and forth, make these increases for the armpit, and then join everything in a round and finished my body. And then I picked up stitches for one sleeve. I made the sleeve cup because shoulder is not really low in this sweater. It's quite drop shoulder, but not very deep, so it needs this sleeve cup. So back and forth, and then join in the round and making decreases. I finished the sleeve. The one thing that I added, I didn't want to add a cuff in another ribbing or something like this. I decided that I want my sweater full half fisherman rib, but I added this very several decreases just right before my binding off, and I think it looks really gorgeous. After washing, as I mentioned in my previous video, this cone yarn behaves really unpredictable. And to achieve this type of fabric, so fluffy, so gorgeous, I had to wash it in the washing machine, and only once. It's very important because one time its yarn is blooms, and after washing in washing machine, this cone yarn really blooms, creates this amazing fabric. But one more cycle in washing machine and it definitely could felt. So only once. You have only one chance to wash this sweater. So it was finished garments, and I washed it, and that's it. Now I only can wash it like by hands, very gentle and so on. Finished weight is 470 grams, so it's not very light, but in the same time this type of ribbing eats really a lot of yarn and needs a lot of yarn to be created, and I think that next time, my next sweater, I want to repeat in some tweed yarn. I think in this stitch pattern in this texture, tweed will be looks really gorgeous, not typical, because we used to see tweed yarn only in some Fair Isle sweaters or just stockinette stitches, and I want to try use it creating something like this. Maybe I will drop this idea, maybe not. I will decide it when yarn arrives, and I will make some swatches, so stay tuned. Yes, and this is my finished garment. Only one thing, I didn't have any photos on videos of me wearing this sweater, but I think I have couple like myself just in the mirror. I will attach it for you, and I think next time, maybe in next podcast, I already will have all photos maybe in different looks. We'll see, and I of course will show you on me once again. So yes, this is first finished garment of April. My previous sweater was definitely like winter and cold sweater for the cold weather, and my next finished project, almost finished project, is this full lace cardigan, and I already have name for it. I call this Dune cardigan, and it looks like this right now. So it's almost completed. I already even have buttons on it. And the one problem that I discovered yesterday, so after I tried it on, I realized that one sleeve is shorter than another. And I discovered that on my first sleeve, I have 3 repeats of my last stitch pattern, and on my other sleeve, I have only 2 of it. And the problem is that I already waved all ends, and I even glued them because it is cotton merino yarn, and this is cardigan, and this inside part is really visible sometimes when it unbuttoned. So I decided to glue all ends to make sure that it won't unwaved while wearing this cardigan. So yes, now I need to cut yarn on this part and unravel my bind off, and then need one more repeat of this stitch pattern, and then bind off again. But it will be not very long process. It's almost finished garments, okay? And I really like how it turns out. I'm really enjoying combination of these different stitch patterns and these wavy rolled edges in stockinette stitches and these wide long sleeves. And I didn't create any cuffs, but to make it more shaped, I added these long I-cord ties that I just attached in some holes in my lace motifs. So now it looks like this. I don't have any photos on me right now because it still doesn't finish. But next time I will have. I'm sure that I will have everything and more information about it. Now I can tell you that I did it using knitting for olive cotton merino yarn in color wheat, and I had 8 skeins in the beginning, then I bought 2 more, and this month I bought another one, so it takes me 11 skeins, not full skeins. I have a lot of leftovers, but it's almost 11 skeins. I think the weight will be about 525 515 grams. I didn't weigh it yet. And because of cotton is really heavy fabric, very heavy fiber. The finished garment is always heavier than some wool fiber, than any sweater or cardigan made of wool fiber. And for this type of cardigan, I think it's perfect combination. I don't think that 100% plant-based fiber fabric will looks the same. So this gauge is pretty common, and you can repeat it in different plant-based fibers, but everything that contains, for example, viscose will not be looks the same, and will not shapes and take shape same way as cotton merino yarn. So this combination of plant-based fiber such as cotton and wool fiber, I think merino, maybe alpaca will be great, works great in this fabric and in this lace motif as well. Again, I will discover it really soon because I want to repeat this cardigan. Same reason, so I created it, and a lot of knitters asked me to show them how to knit something like this. And now I really want to find some alternative yarn, because knitting for olive is still quite expensive yarn, and you need more than 10 skeins. It's not really works for everyone, and I want to create another version in cheaper yarn that everyone could create something like this. Maybe my second version will be shorter, and maybe I will create it not with buttons but with some, again, ties here as well. We'll see, but main idea will be absolutely the same, and I think it's gorgeous. It looks so romantic and so feminine. I love it. I need this cardigan top down, so I started, it's like drop shoulder construction, and I started from the back panel and created it using short rows. Then in my case, I created this item, not join it with front panel. So I complete full back panel, and then I picked up stitches for one shoulder and finished it, and then another shoulder and again finished it. And then I again sewn it, just because I was scared that this yarn doesn't hold shape well, and that cardigan will be like twisting on one of the side or stretch out a lot. So I decided to make it more structured by adding these seams. And pretty the same with my shoulder. Before picking up stitches just our regular way, I worked one row with slip stitches with crochet, using crochet to like reinforce this seam as well. And absolutely the same on my sleeves. I work them back and forth, and then I sewn it along the lower part of my sleeves. And to be honest, it's not the best idea. My next cardigan I will be making without all this sewing, just because I hate this process. Definitely, I hate this process, especially on these lace garments. So you have so many holes and yarn overs and everything. It's so difficult to find right place where you need to insert your needle to sew it in very neat. No, I keep this way to enforce these shoulder seams, but I will be working it just back and forth, whole garment and sleeves in around. I hope I will find right and not very difficult way to create these edges, wavy edges, because only one way right now I found it to make it, how to make it on a back and forth knitting, but I will try. I will do my best. So yes, and I found these beautiful buttons in regular Hobby Lobby, and I like that the inner part of these buttons is absolutely similar to the color, with the color of Cardigan, but they have these gold edges. So in the same time they are invisible, and in the same time like really pop in this fabric. So yeah, I think that's it with this garment for today. I again definitely will show you some photos of me in this garment, and maybe again with different dresses. I see this cardigan in tons of different looks, with dresses, with again with regular jeans, with linen trousers, with skirts, with shorts. I think it's really like versatile for spring and summer looks. Tell me, what do you think about it? Do you like it or not? And should I make this pattern or not? Because it will be much more complicated and difficult to make pattern on this garment. But in the same time, I want to save all my knowledges and all my calculations and combinations in some kind of document. So I will be glad to make it. And at the same time, I'm really worry if I can do it, even if I can do or not. Definitely I will need some testers for this. I won't be able to make all sizes by myself. It's still quite long and not the easiest project for knitters. But I think it's worth it. Yeah. So this is my second almost finished garment of this month. And the last finished garment is accessories. This is socks. And I showed you this yarn last time. This is Reggae Energy Flow color. It's like kind of boucle yarn, so like wavy, curly yarn. It's not curly. It has like main thread and some small boucle parts on it. And it colored striped. So it has different stripes. I need these socks for me because I have never tried to wear sock yarn that contains cotton. And this yarn is 42% of wool and 33% of cotton. That's really interesting. How will they feel on my feet? So just because I'm interested and I'm always curious about different types of yarn. It might another like part of this hobby, part of this crafting is to try different fibers and combination of fibers, and I really love to try new something new always. I'm not this knitter that's like find one cool and really gorgeous yarn and knit everything using only it. No, it's absolutely not interesting for me. I even don't like to use yarn from my stash because I'm already worked with it and I already know this yarn. It's not interesting for me. But such type of yarn with this different texture and different colorways and different fiber content. Yes, this is something that's interesting for me. So yeah, I finished the sock. They weigh 55 grams. I knitted them using 2.5 millimeter needles. I don't know what to tell about socks, to be honest. That's it. So I think that's it with my finished garments of this month. And let's talk about my project on needles, I think. Yes, I have only two such projects right now. So first one, it will be again a cardigan, another cardigan. Okay, let's talk about my plans later. So in my stash, I had this cone yarn. Again, I'm sorry that I show you so much cone yarn, but it's something that I really love because it's very, very high quality for very little money. At least twice or three times less money than skein yarn in the same fiber content. So I had this yarn, and I don't know what exactly it contained. So this is not my stash. This is my mother-in-law stash, and she gave it to me 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, 4 years ago. And since then, I don't know, this yarn inspires me so much. It's Tweety yarn in this berry color with different colored tweets in it. I don't know, how do you name these parts of Tweety yarn? These multicolored speckles in this yarn, they are so beautiful, amazing yarn. And of course, it's very lace yarn, but it's like already 3-plied, so it has 3 ply in one thread, but it is still very thin. And I decided that I need another yarn to combine them together to create more thick fabric to work on 4 or 4.5 millimeter needles. So I've got this yarn, this Isagare Tweeny, 100% pure new wool, 100 grams, 510 meters. My color is 17S, and I just was looking for something in similar color. That combination of these two yarns will not cover up the beauty of this tweed. So I didn't want to use some fluffy yarn such as mohair or alpaca yarn. That's why I find this just 100% wool, really thin yarn as well. And I tried to combine it and I really liked the result. So I ordered more skein of this yarn. I will show you my swatch. You see, it's still tweedy. It's very even color. Oh, it's difficult to show you something like this. I will attach you a photo of this swatch. And so I still see that this yarn is tweedy yarn, but in the same time, it's so bright. It has so rich color, and this swatch inspires me so much that I decided that I want to create something right now. But this Isagare yarn, pretty scratchy yarn. I'm like sensitive. My skin is really sensitive for a wool. For example, now I'm wearing this, again, combination of silk. It's a burrid silk and kid mohair, silk kid mohair. And I feel this mohair yarn. It scratches me, and I can wear these garments only when it's cold. If it will be sunny day or even a bit warmer, I just can't wear it for long. Same thing with this virgin wool. Sometimes it's quite soft, but it's not this time. This is very scratchy yarn. Combination of two of this yarn makes it more soft, but still I can see something like sweaters or pullovers made of this yarn, of this combination. So I decided it will be cardigan, something that I can wear on some t-shirts or shorts or long sleeves, and that won't be contact with my skin as much as any sweaters or pullovers or jumpers, things like this. Yeah, so again, I created without any patterns. It will be just regular stockinette stitch cardigan with a round neckline and buttons. And the way I creating it, not really typical. I have only this part, so it's difficult to show you something. So I've started with provisional cast on, and this is my back panel. So I started from this place on my back. Then I made some decreases, and now I'm working back and forth. Next I will shape back neckline and shoulder slopes. I think I named it right. And then I picked up stitches from these shoulder slopes, and again we'll be working back and forth. We'll shape neckline and then join everything for a front panel. We'll make some increases for these armpits, and then not joining around because it's a cardigan. Oh no, sorry, I forgot this is a cardigan. So I on the both sides I will shape my neckline, and then we'll be working back and forth. Then we'll make increases for an armpit, and then join everything in one like fabric, and we'll be doing it back and forth. And end it with some ribbing, so it will be very classic cardigan with not very classic construction. But the reason I'm doing it like this, and this type of construction I'm using really often in all my stockinette garments, just because I don't want to make drop shoulder. I want this set in shoulder construction that always creating by knitting bottom up, but I don't like this type of knitting because you can't control the length of your garment. It's much more difficult to do it. So yes, I always starting with from the middle and then join everything and then work down. In this case, if the length after washing and blocking will change, it's not so difficult to unravel or to knit more rows and not unravel and frogged all whole garment. So yes, now I've just started. I'm working on 4.0 millimeter needles. My gauge is about 20-21 stitches in 10 centimeters, so it's not very fast process. And because of this cone yarn, I can't take it with me for some places. I'm working on it only at home. So yeah, it won't be a fast finished garment, but I don't need it. So it's scratchy, woolly cardigan that I really need only on like late fall and winter season. So it's okay. For me, it's like color therapy, something like this, you know, after this sand, beige, white colored sweater and cardigan, I'm so in love to work with such bright and rich pink color. I think that's it. I have nothing more to say about this right now. And my next and the last project on needles, it is shawl that I've started this month. I think I didn't show you it on my previous podcast. Yes. So I have, again, I'm sorry, but this is cone yarn. So last year or maybe 2 years ago, I created this Maggie cardigan by Petite Knit, and I didn't like it. To be honest, I used a cashmere yarn, almost 100% cashmere yarn, and I still don't know the right weather to wear it. I'm living in Colorado State, and it's really sunny. Yes, it can be cold, but on cold days you definitely can't wear something with short sleeves. In the same time, when it's sunny and it's quite warm, it's very hot and sweaty to be in 100% cashmere garment. So I didn't find occasions when I can wear it, and I decided to frock it to create something other using this gorgeous and very luxurious and expensive yarn. And I decided that it will be a shawl, just regular stockinette stitch shawl. I have never had this garment in my wardrobe, but I think it's really gorgeous. I'm sorry, it's so wrinkled. I think it will be amazing as accessories, not only for as a warm accessories on your head to cover your ears, but just, you know, this fancy cashmere shawl that you can wear like on your other garment, for example on your blazers or on your coats or your trenches, so like this, and to tie it here. At the same time, of course, you can cover your head with it. I think you can even wear like maybe some... Okay, last summer I discovered a way to wear two accessories on your head. For example, some bonnet and a hat on the top, or again some bonnet and this shawl on the top, because some days here in these states really cold. It's really windy, and if you have plans to go in the mountains, of course this wind and cold, this freezing, and I'm the kind of person who is always cold, so for me this combination is very useful. But to be honest, I am not still sure in this, because again I have never tried to wear something to have some shawls in my wardrobe, but I like this yarn, I like this color, and I have a lot of this yarn, so why not? Let's try. And this project is really like carry on with you, because I have two kids and they have a lot of after school classes, gymnastics, music, swimming, and etc. And I'm always trying to have some project on my needles that I can can take with me and knit couple rows when I'm waiting for them, you know. So yes, for me it's perfect. It is perfect project. I'm working on it without any patterns. I have started with, so I cast on 3 stitches on my 3.5mm needles, and then I started to make increases in every right side rows, and I'm on this stage, so I'm still making increases, and I knit stitch the first stitch and the last stitch, both in the right and wrong sides of my knitting. Yes, I think that's it for now with this shawl. And next I will show you something unusual for me and for my crafting. This is crochet. I'm not a fan of crochet. For some reason, it's not my favorite crafting. I prefer needles. But I have a lot of leftovers of mohair yarn. It's mohair silk yarn. And As I mentioned, I'm really sensitive for it, and I don't use it in my knitting, only in socks. Sometimes I add 1/10 of mohair yarn to my any sock yarn to create this really warm and fluffy socks. But it's not really often, and I still have a lot of leftovers of different, not only mohair but fluffy yarns, or not leftovers, something that was given me, or again leftovers of my mother-in-law. I crocheted this flower. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. To be honest, I didn't expect it would be so beautiful. It looks amazing. And I was thinking to create some hair accessories for it. I even bought this thing. I don't know how to name this in English. I was thinking to just glue it to my flower and then use on my hair. But thing that I realized that it's not me, it's not my vibe, it's not my style. It's still gorgeous idea, and please take it and create something like this. You can even use 2 flowers on both sides of this thing. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to name it. Give me a second, I will check. Claw clips, am I right? So you can use 2 flowers on the both sides of your claw clips, and in this case it will be really like big and volume accessories for your hair. Again, not my style, but I just can't, like, waste this flower. It's so beautiful, and I don't know, I'm not this type of person who loves these cute flowers, hearts on your garments. I'm more like classic girl. And something that I created, and I think I can create with these flowers, it's some wall decoration. So my plan is to knit a lot of these flowers using all my fluffy stash. I have, okay, I will show you. I have this color, I have gray, I have pink, this is alpaca, and I have this beige, sandy color. It's pretty, it seems good with each other, I think. So maybe I will make a lot of flowers in different sizes. And then I think I will find some frame. I hope I will thrift this frame. I adore thrift stores here in US. This country has amazing thrift stores. You can find treasures here, definitely. And every thrift store has so much framed pictures, framed paintings, and usually frames are so amazing. They are so antique style or vintage style, and I think some vintage frame with this lots of flowers will be look gorgeous, will be just amazing wall decoration. How do you think? So it will be a random, very volume and fluffy framed art. You know, sometimes I saw in some cafes, some restaurants, these arts, I don't know how to name it again, how to describe in English. So some living plants such as moss or succulent that's mounted on a base and then attached to the wall. I will attach some photos of it. And I want to create something like this, but with these crochet flowers. I'm not really experienced person in crochet, so I used a pattern to create this flower, but it's free Russian speaking pattern here on YouTube. I will left you a link on it, but if you want me to show you and describe all steps in English, let me know. I will try to sit and film this short video to show you main steps how to create such flowers. It's really easy, and it doesn't sew, so everything is crocheting and attached just by crochet stitches. Yes, so my next plan is just to start to make some flowers. I don't have any deadlines or something like this. When I have this inspiration to crochet something, I will take some yarn and we'll make 1 or 2 flower. And maybe in some months I will have enough flowers to create this wall decoration. In the same time, I will be looking for a frame, for good frame that will be really suited for this art. Yes, that's it. And last crafting that I want to talk about with you is my cross stitches. I finished in my last podcast, I showed you this finished cross stitch kit by Mill Hill with this rabbit, and I bought this frame for it. It's quite bright for this picture. I think it's good, but a bit bright, so it takes attention on frame more, and like kind of steals attention away from the picture. This pattern had brown colored edges, you see, I think, and I decided to fill them with this milky white thread to make the main picture more bright on its background. And I think I need to paint this frame with some acrylic paint and make it less bright, maybe even orange. I think orange is more suitable for this picture. I don't know. I will show you again. I will show you the finished result in my next podcast. And after I finished this cross stitch pattern, I want to start the biggest cross stitch pattern in my cross stitch career. This is sampler that I found on Etsy. I will left you a link. And this is amazing, very beautiful sampler I have ever seen in my life. And I bought it, but I didn't realize how big it is. So for your understanding, now I have one square 10 by 10, and I have 42 of such squares. It will be a huge sampler, but I think in our house I can find right place for it. And you know, it's still sampler, so it has only one color thread to make it. So it will be just very long and very meditative process, and I adore such process. I don't scared, it doesn't afraid me to make such big and huge process and have it in my on my needles. Okay, on my thread, on my needle. So yes, I want to start it next month after I finished everything with this cross stitch pattern and with this frame. And one more thing that I want to share with you and that I worked on this month, it's macrame hanger for my plant. So I have bought, you know, this plant that usually hooks on the ceiling, but I didn't like the holder it came with, so I decided to create macrame hanger myself. And it's already finished and hanging in my kitchen, so I don't want to bring it here to show you, but again, I will attach some photos and you can see it. And as well, I will leave you a link on a free YouTube tutorial I used to create this macrame hanger. And that's it for today, for this April. I think quite a lot. I'm glad this month was very creative, and I'm so in love with all process I had on my needles and I'm having now. So yes, we will see each other in my next May podcast. I don't know if I will be able to film it like in the end of the May, just because we have great plans on the end of the May, but I will do my best. Anyway, we'll see each other soon. And thank you for watching this podcast, and I will be waiting for your feedback down in the comments. So have a great rest of your day and happy knitting. Bye.